today let's start in reclined butterfly pose, having your sole of your feet together. And let's have your hand on your belly and start to ground down onto your mat. Relax through your shoulders and maybe your thumb and your pointer fingers touching together. Exhale, belly drops. Inhale as your belly rises so that your thumb and your index finger comes apart. Feeling your breath in and out through your body and starting to connect. Maybe close your eyes, take 2 more deep breaths here. And starting to reset your pelvis as well in this pose. Exhale, bringing your sacrum toward the ground. And inhale, bring your breath into your body. Great, now let's guide your knees together and grab onto the both knees and bringing it in one at a time. Bringing in some movement into your hips. Do it slowly, getting in the mobility into your hips. Now let's start to circle, open your knees and bring them in. Use your breath here as if you're oiling your joints. Reverse your circle when you're ready. Flossing our hip joints. And let's hug onto the right knee and your left sole of your feet is on the mat. So first we're gonna press your knees into your hands and your hands into your knees. And again, bringing the sacrum down onto the mat. Breathing in here. And when you feel ready, start to straighten your left leg, any amount. Let's have your heels on the ground or your mat. And breathe in and out. Now let's relax your feet, pulling in your knee closer to your chest and feeling the nice stretch on the left front side of your leg here. Let's cross your right leg over your left and we're gonna bring your shoulders up, your right shoulder up too. Floss our shoulder blades, bringing our right fingertips still on the floor. Inhale as you bring it toward your right and bring it back with your exhale. So this really depends on your mobility. Maybe your hands only come to the top of your head and that's okay. It's about feeling into your right shoulder and using the breath to floss it. And let's stay where your right hand is open, using the natural weight of your right elbow to bring your shoulder blades in toward the midline. Slowly come up to center. We're gonna do the other side. First, we're gonna hug in your right knee and press your hand into your knees, knees into your hand, and your sacrum down onto the mat. Relax through your shoulders. Lengthen your spine, your tailbones reaching toward the back side of your mat. And when you're ready, straighten your right leg any amount, feeling the nice stretch on the front side of your right hip. And when you're ready, we're gonna relax our left leg and pull in your left knee closer to your chest. Relax your shoulders, relax your chin. Let's stay and breathe 2 more deep breaths. And let's cross over your left knee over to your right. In this twist, your left shoulder can come up. So you're having your left arm on top of your right. And we're gonna floss our left shoulder, bringing your left arm up and overhead and to your left. Any amount, your fingertips still touching the floor. Feel the nice flossing of your left shoulder blades. Inhale to lift your left arm. Exhale, close. One last time, open, and anywhere your left hand lands, let's stay here and feel the weight of your left elbow starting to open up your left shoulder, and your left shoulder blades come closer into the midline. Let's gently close, come back to center. Let's hug our both knees in toward your chest. One big belly breath. And let's bring the sole of your feet down onto the mat, crossing your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And let's start by feeling your sacrum closer to the mat. And when you feel the grounding, let's start to feel that your right knee is going away from you. And your tailbone is reaching back toward the mat, your top of your head reaching to the top of your mat, lengthening your spine as you feel the outer side of your right hip. You can stay here or come to the thread of needle pose, bringing your right hand in between that triangle that you have, and your hands collapse behind the left thigh. And here too, let's start to ground down onto your sacrum. Relax through your shoulders and your right knee away from you. You can feel a really nice stretch on the outer right hip. And let's bring your feet down and cross your right ankle to the left side. So have your left hand guided. Your right sole of your feet is on the floor. And if you can, look over that right shoulder, getting into that right outer hips. And breathe. This one is really good for tired legs, heavy legs, getting that nice circulation flowing. When you're ready, let's switch side. So bringing the right sole of your feet down and your left ankle crossing over your right thigh. And let's stay here and feel your sacrum grounding onto the mat. And your left knee going away from you, your tailbone reaching back, your head reaching to the top. You can stay here and feel the nice stretch on the outer left hip, or come to a thread of needle pose, bringing your left hand this time through that triangle and grabbing onto the right thigh. And here too, ground down to your sacrum, your left knee goes away from you, and relax through your shoulders. Bringing in that breath. Let's cross it over, left sole of your feet to the right side of your mat. Use your right hand to guide it, and maybe looking over your left shoulder. Really nice stretch for the outer left side of your hip. And sending the breath, relaxing your collarbone. This one I can really stay forever. Great, wonderful. Let's release the pose. And we're gonna cross our right ankle on top of your left and grab onto the outer side of your pinky if you can, or on your knees, wherever you can grab, and start to massage your pelvis by rocking side to side. Reclined Sukhasana pose with the rocking. Now let's switch side. Left ankle on top of your right, and bend your knees, grab onto the pinky side. I think either side feels a little bit different, a little bit weird, I would say. So feel it out, rocking left and right, massaging your lower back and your sacrum. And change your cross to the side that you felt a little more weird. And we're gonna grab onto the outer side of your pinky again and start to rock forward and back, and looking over you to your navel when you're rocking forward. And if you can have that momentum, let's rock yourself up to seated. And we're gonna come into a reclined hero pose, one leg at a time, bending your left knee first and bringing your calf a little bit outward so that you have space for your sit bones to ground down. And you can come on to your forearms, or if you feel comfortable, start to lay down. And you can stretch a little more by bringing your arms up and overhead, feeling the nice stretch. And if you want more, you can bend your right knee and bring the right sole of your feet to your left thigh, opening your right knee towards your right. Any pose you choose, let's bring the breath. And feel the stretch on the left front side of your thigh. And also that inner muscle of your left side, the psoas muscle that connects your upper body and lower body. When you're ready, let's release from the pose. And we're gonna cross our legs one more time, grabbing to the outer side of your feet and rock yourself up. If this is too hard, you can simply come to the side and push yourself up. Now let's do the other side, bending your left knee and bringing that calf a little bit outward, grounding your sit bones down. And start by coming to your forearms because each side is different. And if you feel that this is enough, stay here or start to lie down. And feel the nice stretch on the front side of your left leg. We want to prevent having lower back issues, so I want to have you feeling that your navel is going down closer to your mat. So we want this activation. Maybe bringing your arms up and overhead. Stay here, or bending your left knee and opening it wide, bringing the sole of your feet to the right thigh. Really nice stretch for your psoas muscle. It's really hard to target in daily life. So let's breathe in this pose for one more deep belly breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Wonderful. When you're ready, let's start to come out of the pose. We're gonna grab onto your toes and come into a small bowl, bringing your head up and nose closer to your knees. And let's release. Let's do a reclined Gomkhasana pose. So crossing your right knee on top of your left, and we're gonna grab onto the outer side of your feet again. Here, I want you to feel your sacrum closer to your mat. Maybe it doesn't come all the way down, but I want to have this activation. Let's take the pose where you can breathe in. When you're ready, switch sides. Bringing your left knee on top of your right this time, grabbing onto the outer side of your feet, and starting to ground your sacrum closer to the mat. Let the breath do the work here. Wonderful. Uncross your leg and rock yourself up one more time, massaging all the way the top of your spine to the bottom of your spine. Feel it out. And let's start to sit in our butterfly pose. And let's bring it wider so that it's sort of like a diamond shape. And we're gonna have our elbows on your knees and drape your torso down onto your legs, and use that weight of your elbow to sort of press down your knees, open them but not force them. If this is comfortable, maybe you can have your arms wherever it lands. Let's relax in this pose. One more breath. And now I invite you to bend your elbow and bring them to the floor, and bring your thumbs to the inside of your eyes. So this place where we have the meridian to bring down the stress level and getting rid of that tiredness of your eyes. And breathe in this pose. Let the gravity do the work here. Be careful not to poke your eyes. Inviting more breath. Wonderful. Slowly release from the pose. Let's bring your inhale as you circle your arms up. Exhale, palms back to prayer. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.